All right, y'all, we got this video about something I've been seeing down my timeline, the Bop House. What the hell is the Bop House? We're about to see. Shout out to my guy Tommy NFG. Bars. Bars. I wasn't even trying. Let's watch it. We're live on Twitch. Drop a follow, link pinned in the comments. Let me know which y'all want me to watch. Pull up, say hi. Shout out to all of y'all that's already come over. Like, y'all are so cool. It's so cool to meet y'all. And y'all, bro, 2025 is our year. Let's go. Bop House.
Content houses usually have multiple receptions from the public. On one end, they can be perceived good, with all members collabing together smoothly with no problems and all being different in what they bring. And at the other end, you have something like the original Team 10 house.
Neighbor from hell? Disney
Just
Channel
pure
star
degeneracy.
Jake Paul is accused of making life
Wait, Jake Paul was on Disney Channel?
miserable for his neighbors in fancy West Hollywood. Rowdy Buddy.
Oh, hell nah.
Are you serious, my brother?
To be honest, like, how did they even make it that long in the house?
Also, excuse the homeless background, alright, obviously I'm not in my setup, but apparently there's a new content house in town unlike anything we've ever seen. And this content house fits more on something like Pornhub, so of course they use the alternative to it, TikTok. And that's none other than the Bop House. This isn't some brain rot joke or something, like this is deadass an official account. The Bop House is a group started by Sophie Rain and her friends.
Oh, so that only isn't this the one that said she made like 40 mil or something from OF? I'm gonna be honest, a lot of niggas are jealous of these OnlyFans girls. You don't have to be jealous. You can do OnlyFans too. Y'all realize there are niggas on OnlyFans. It's just funny how like every time these girls do OnlyFans, well, what about their hypothetical child that they don't have that's gonna discover that their mom does OF? Y'all never say this about the niggas. Y'all realize there's men participating in these videos, right? I don't never hear no one say, oh, well, what about his future daughter? Because they don't even acknowledge niggas on OF. And if they are on OF, they literally big ups them for making a bag off of smashing. So I'm just like, can y'all at least be consistent? Like, I'm consistent. I am pro sex work. If you want to be a sex worker, that is your career choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with that. But, you know, y'all got to stop getting mad because these girls wouldn't be relevant and getting a bag if it wasn't. And y'all can call them simps if y'all want to, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are like hornballs in this country, hypersexual. And let's keep it a buck. Like, when nobody's looking, y'all the ones who's what do they call it, gooning to all these girls anyway. So I ain't trying to hear it.
OnlyFans girls who got big because of TikTok. Now, I'm not gonna name them all off here. One, because no free promo. I know these girls make like 5 mil a month. Slide me a mil and we can talk. I would never promo some OF girls though. I probably got some gooners that watch me anyways that are gonna check the page out after this, so maybe it doesn't matter. And two, because I truly don't even know these girls' names other than two. I haven't reached that elite status of gooning, I guess. But the two probably most known girls in the Bop House are Sophie Rain and Camila Araujo. Camila is that one girl that was in the Mr. Beast Squid Games video for y'all.
I heard she started doing content, but when they said that, I thought they meant like she had like a YouTube.
I don't know. Then started an OF immediately right after she went viral. She did capitalize off her 15 minutes of fame. I will give her that. But it's just sad for our generation. All it takes is a Mr. Beast video and you're all of a sudden the top 0.1% of OF stars. I know historians skipping over our generation when they see this shit, not gonna lie. And she's also
okay, but like, why are y'all mad at this existing when, you know, there's basically the male version of this is getting rich, having nice cars, nice things, and being able to attract women. Like, I don't see y'all complaining, oh, I'm so tired of y'all niggas getting rich and taking the bitches. I'm not seeing niggas complain. Like, y'all are all trying to become that. So I just don't understand why on the female side of it, she's essentially using the thing that has, according to men, the most value, which is her appearance. So if you have a problem with that, then I mean, I don't know like what to tell you. Like, just like there's women that'll get men to pay for them because they look pretty, there's gonna be men that get women that want to be with them because they have money. It's like, it's essentially two sides to the same coin.
of OF stars. I know historians skipping over our
And then I'm tired of y'all acting like there's not men who literally have careers because they look good. Like, why do y'all act like it's only the men? I've literally seen men also post thirst traps to get women to subscribe to their OnlyFans. you know, or even just their whole content is just being attractive and doing stuff while being attractive. Like there's one dude who blew up off of looking good while chopping wood. Like, so just it's the same thing. Like, I don't know what's wrong with the male population and why they just, whenever it comes to women, their brain just like short circuits or some shit.
See this, not gonna lie. And she's also known for using her little brother.
Oh,
in her
this
videos
that
on her
one.
TikTok to
Yep,
promo her
horrible,
OF, which is-
horrible. I saw someone talk about her. This is disgusting. Putting her in the same category as freaky Deshay.
It's just weird. If you know your TikTok is meant
Oh, I thought that was on purpose.
to funnel people to your OF, then I would think you wouldn't want any of your family members featured in it, especially your underage brother.
Jade, what has been your most expensive purchase?
What do you think, Christian?
See, this is like when Deshay, we watched a Deshay freak video the other day where he had his sister shaking her butt in the video. And the one where he had his mom, he was showing his mom's BBL to the camera and had the camera locked on her butt the whole time. This is the same type of freak stuff right here. This is a red flag. This is a red flag.
He a fan.
Like, she'll have her cooch flap spread wide open and be having a random conversation with him.
I don't know why you're so set on going to college. Like, just don't.
She's wearing shorts, by the way, but it's blocked out because, you know.
Entrepreneur like me and be successful that way. Entrepreneur?
And then this is scripted.
That's not being an entrepreneur.
Yes, it is. It's a business.
You sell pictures of yourself online. That's not being an entrepreneur.
And of course, there's Sophie Rain, which I'm assuming you all know whether you want to or not.
I've heard of her.
Public fame push this year was her admitting she made $43 million in a year on OF, while being 19/20, by the way. I truly feel bad for women of our generation. Imagine going to college for 4 years, graduating top of your class, doing everything right essentially, only to get out and try to find a job that a million other people are.
But you see the thing though, all of us don't have to focus on what other people are doing with their life and what they're doing to get their bag. I don't sit here just mad like, oh my God, I'm just so mad at these OnlyFans girls for making all this money while I have to work hard and grind it. I don't look at it like that. That's such a loser mentality. Like, all of y'all who think like that, y'all are some fucking losers. Like, I don't know if anyone's told you. Let me be the first to say, you're a fucking loser if that's the mentality you have, where you're worried about what someone else is doing instead of what you're doing. That's why I'm so confused why these men are so obsessed with what these girls are doing. I'm like, do y'all want to sling y'all meat for views and money? Like, maybe you're not interesting enough. Maybe you realize that it actually takes a little something special to be successful in actually making that degree of money. Like, you gotta kind of know what you're doing to some extent. They're not just blowing up for no reason. They have a social media strategy. They have a marketing plan. They probably got a manager. So it's a lot more work that goes into it than people think in terms of getting to that level of success. And it's like, focus on your own shit. Why does it bother you what someone else is doing? Like, that's like getting mad that people sell drugs to make money. Oh, that's just morally not right. Like, how could you? How does that affect me though? How does that affect what I'm gonna do? How does that affect the work I'm gonna put in doing what I need to do to get where I want to go? Like, you see what I'm saying? It's just like some real sore loser shit.
For and having to settle for, I don't know, a fry cook at an amusement park. Meanwhile, this girl makes 4 times your lifetime income in a year and doesn't even have to get smashed on camera. So fellas, if the ladies seem mad
that's
a lot,
respect. She's not even getting banged on camera though. So she's making this money essentially what, posting thirst traps? Even more respect to her. That's impressive. I don't know how, look, I'm not here to tell other people what to think. Just to me, it's whatever. Like, people gonna do what they want to do. Like, why would I get mad?
Actually,
Unless they're hurting somebody, why would I have a strong opinion on it? Like,
I don't know anyone that wouldn't be mad about this. Sophie Rain has also had some weird claims through her sorta climb to fame. She's claimed she's fully a virgin and never lost the V card. I know I'm against.
I think she just be saying that.
Of course she can get nude on camera, bend her butthole to the world, and still have her card. It's 2024/2025. We've moved on past the old cornstarch tropes. Look, all I'm saying is it's just a little hard to believe it, right? It can't just be me.
You have already kind of marketed yourself. You're saying you're a virgin. And I'm wondering,
she just doing that shit for marketing, because there was this obsession with virgins and stuff. So I'm already peeping her play. It don't matter if it's true or not. There's someone out there that's gonna believe it, and that's gonna make them want her more.
That's
all that matters.
A draw for a lot of men who are signing up for this.
I'm sure it does. Not a lot of people online claim that they're virgin. I think that it's really awesome that I still am, and that I can show other people that you can still
regardless if she's telling the truth or not. Genius.
This much money and be a virgin and don't have to give yourself up to everyone and on the website, on OnlyFans and all that stuff.
It actually does benefit her financially, weirdly enough, claiming she's still a virgin. Because there's a large amount of dudes out there who love hearing it because they think she's more pure or clean. Like all the Twitter OF girls will spam and always claim the same thing. Hey guys, I'm a new freshly 18 model who's never done anything with a guy. Wait, but you have 2 kids that are in school that you post on your story, and it says your actual age is 34 and famous birthdays.
Yeah. Pinky doll?
As I was saying, I'm the new
Didn't she lie about that?
All the dudes who are into that freshly 18 need their hard drives checked. And a lot of times it'd be middle-aged or old men with full families. I hope these girls know the dudes that are their age are not buying their OFs. They're scouring the internet for the leaks. They're smarter than that. Her other big claim is that she's actually Christian and doesn't like how people assume things about her. Whether she believes this or not, I think this was best to keep a secret to herself. As someone who did grow up in the church, if anyone like a Sophie Rain came up to the pastors and told them if it's okay what she's doing, they wouldn't kick her out. They'd hear it, but they'd look at her with the most "are you serious my face" ever. One of the most well-known things from Christianity is the 7 deadly sins, and lust is one of the main things up there, so I'd actually like to hear her full justification of it one day. And even if you say the 7 deadly sins isn't mentioned in the Bible, like, do I really have to explain why the this wouldn't be accepted?
I don't want anyone thinking that about me. I'm a Christian. Like, I know it's like, it seems odd. I'm doing,
I mean, to be honest, it's like, is it really that crazy? Like, because, and this is why I feel like we need more women voices in the space, because you hear dudes like circle jerking each other saying the same exact points. But like, I've never heard anyone point out, why is it so hard for you to believe that she's a Christian or has Christian values when there's all these rappers who are wearing fucking Jesus pieces and talking about thanking God for this and that while they're smashing bitches, having crazy orgies and sex parties, doing the craziest shit. Nobody ever questions, oh, like, is it possible for him to do that and still love God? No, it's accepted, and they get praised and they get more brownie points for being able to do both. They're like, oh shit, you can get the bitches and all that, and you thank God. That's literally how it gets perceived. So it's like, I'm tired of niggas' brains getting broken when it's a woman in that position. Because it's like, what's so different about what she's doing versus these other dudes? You have a whole industry that's, oh, if someone does something satanic, right? Lil Nas X dressing up as the devil. All these rappers want to start clutching their pearls. Back in the day when certain rappers was wearing upside down crosses, they're like, oh nah, that's that anti-God shit. That's that Satanist antichrist shit. You know, that's the response they get. So I just think that's interesting that when it's something like that, you know, all these fake religious rappers and other entertainers that's living these heathen lifestyles, I just think it's interesting when they start clutching their pearls. But they have this idea that they can have this duality and really love God and really be trying to get close to God. You hear all them talking to God in their songs and doing people IRL dirty as fuck. So women, friends, whoever, you know, being sleazy just all around as a person, no moral compass. But for them, it's not hard to believe that they can still love God and be a Christian and have values, right? I just find it ironic all these niggas thanking gods while living these crazy lifestyles.
Only friend.
I can't say because YouTube doesn't like it. They like flagging me, and then I don't earn any money. So.
Oh, that's fine. I understand.
I got a wife and
but
10 kids to provide for. So.
I don't do any like anything else with anyone on my OnlyFriends. Like it's just me. I made it because of basically because of the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I don't think just because she doesn't get fully piped on camera, she's all of a sudden abiding to all rules pertaining to the Bible and is good after everything. And even if she wanted to justify it a little bit better, I would say doing her content purely on Twitter would be an actual better excuse for that. Because I'm not saying she tries to advertise personally to kids on purpose. I actually don't think she does. But being on an app like TikTok where most of the users...
Okay, how is she gonna control that? That's a bigger issue. Like where our apps aren't regulated and there's really no way to prevent young people from being on the same app as the adults. So you can't be like, oh, well, you're trying to appeal to kids when it's like everyone's on the same app. Maybe kids shouldn't be having access to these apps. That's on their parents though. That's on their parents. Little 5-year-olds should not be having unregulated access to TikTok anyway, for reasons outside of this. I feel like that's a bigger issue in our society where a lot of parents are not present and conscious of what their kids are consuming.
Our kids, it's pretty obvious who her main audience is. You're not having grown-ass men with jobs sitting around the bar table talking about Sophie Rain's new TikTok.
That's fact. That's literally, look, the TikTok part is fact, but I don't know why people have a hard time believing that there's grown men that are spending money on these OnlyFans and keeping up with these girls, because it is a lot of them. Is there kids in there? Yes, but it's a lot of grown-ass men. Y'all would be surprised. I may or may not know someone whose husband spent $300 on someone's OnlyFans. That may or may not be true. And the person is definitely over 30 years old. So I think people are they're not taking it as seriously in terms of just how many grown men. They keep trying to isolate it to young men, young. Like, yes, okay, they're in there, but the ones with all the money to give are the ones who's a little older and further into life. So you gotta really, I don't know why they always want to make it seem like it's not grown men that do this shit.
But back to the actual Content House thing. This account, as of recording this, only opened 3 weeks ago and almost has 1 million followers. The growth is clearly insane for the little time it's been out. And they've been announcing they're trying to recruit more people into it. So I'm not even joking. There's people actually auditioning to get into the Bop House. I remember back then when famous actors years later would get their audition tapes released to the public. And everyone went, whoa, look how far they came, man. All their hard work led them to right where they are. They deserve everything they got. And now you have this.
What the?
I'm not gonna show all the auditions because just no. But you can search it up on TikTok and see hundreds of auditions of people trying to get into the Bop House. If it wasn't already a problem, people have been recommending in their comments for a girl to join of the name Piper Raquel. She's a girl who got big growing up doing YouTube videos and vlogs, and also doing TikToks where she dresses, let's just say I don't want to show it because I'd feel like a PDF file even spreading it. She's 17 and decided to make her audition for the Bop House. And people are in the comments of the Bop House account recommending her to join. Just obliterate the whole app at this point. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please delete this. Luckily, they denied her. It's not like they had a choice anyways. But I wouldn't be surprised. As soon as she turns 18, she'll be welcomed in with open arms.
Exactly.
We all remember what happened with Bad Baby the day she turned 18 and opened her OF. We're living in a future where little girls growing up are Baby the day she turned 18 and opened her.
1 million in 6 hours when she turned 18. Telling y'all, if the legal age for consent was at 13 years old, these niggas would be with 13-year-olds. That's why the whole it's legal argument don't work with me. Because if you're 30 and you're trying to get with an 18-year-old, you're still weird. You're weird. I don't care. I don't care. You're 25 talking to a 16-year-old, you weird. 15, all yeah. Because these dudes be literally like spawn camping these girls, counting down to when she's technically 18. And I'm sorry, that makes you weird. That makes you weird.
We're living in a future where little girls growing up are gonna be looking up to people like Sophie Rain and being like, I want to be just like Sophie Rain growing up. Only 10 more years to go. Before, it would be like their favorite YouTubers, maybe a makeup YouTuber or beauty vlogger. But throw that whole playbook away, the game has changed. And now they're creating spin-off bop houses already. You have the mini bop house. I don't know what your expectations are for it, but just be prepared.
What?
It would have been amazing if they just called it the midget bop house. That's got more of a kick to it. But I know you probably can't call it that because that's mean to their kind. They officially created a worse version of them all though, because now there's rumors of a minor bop house. And it's not rumors because it's an actual account up on TikTok. There's one girl running this account from what I see, and she says it's just a joke and not serious. But why even try to make this a joke? This type of stuff starts off as a joke, then slowly people try to normalize it, which led to real people making auditions for the minor bop house. Y'all remember when TikTok was purely a dancing app and was filled with stupid memes? And now we have this. I know damn well if you show these girls auditions to their parents, the least they're getting is a minor ass whooping. Anyways, I think that's all I can take from this. There's not much to say. 2025 is coming up right around the corner, so I want you to make some goals. One being to never follow.
Yo, Tommy, thank you. Let's see what the comments say. What's the comments saying? Historians are 100% skipping our generation. Yeah, that girl does need to go to jail for using her underage brother as promo. Since they turn 18. But why does it discuss people that someone starting a OnlyFans as soon as they turn 18, rather than there's so many people that are waiting for the girl to turn 18 and start one? Because like there would be no incentive for her to do it unless there is a very, very large demand. So like once again, it's like people are getting halfway to the right conclusion. Okay, you're mad about this, you're disgusted. Okay, now can we direct that at the population that is making these circumstances even possible? Can we talk about how many men are really into kids and they would legally be with kids if there wasn't just a law? The law is the only thing holding some of them back, and even then some of them still not holding back. So I just need people to start, you know, really recognizing like that there's a lot more of these type of people than they realize. Like, and bro, if age of consent nationwide was 16, then these girls would be starting at their OnlyFans at 16, and these people would be subscribing to it. Like, that's the only thing preventing it from happening, is there just being a law. So me personally, it's crazy. And the religious thing ain't no way of like, you know, arguing people about religion. I don't argue about religion, but I will share my perspective. I think it's interesting how people selectively you know, pick and choose which parts of the Bible they do and don't listen to, especially while critiquing other people, you know? So I just find that a little interesting, because it's like, y'all will isn't there also a commandment about like not judging people or something? I always think that part's interesting when they literally talk to other people about them not following commandments, and then it's like they're doing the thing they're complaining about other people doing. I always find that a little interesting. But hey, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for making it to the end. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and sub. Follow the Twitch. The link's pinned in the comments in the description. Appreciate y'all checking the video out. But until next time, y'all, we're out.